What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy, the wisest and most powerful of all nerds, Brimeezus. Today, we're going to go over the top 10 things we need in Metroid Prime 4 for the Nintendo Switch. Metroid Prime 4 was announced at the 2017 E3. Recently, we received Metroid Samus Returns for the 3DS, and it was not a groundbreaking installment into the series. The Metroid Prime trilogy is perhaps my most favorite trilogy in all of gaming. Zelda is my favorite franchise of all time, and the recent installment, Breath of the Wild, is my favorite Zelda game to date. But as a gamer, I still want more. And I even want Metroid Prime 4 to be better than Breath of the Wild. So here are 10 things I believe that Metroid Prime 4 has to do to not only be better than its predecessors, but also be better than The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Even though I am a Nintendo fanboy, I'll be judging this game hard just like anything else. To be the game we deserve as Nintendo fans in 2018, before we begin, I want to remind you that you can buy King Kamara shirts of different designs on Teespring. The link will be in the description below. And you can also view content early if you become one of my Patreons on patreon.com. You can become a co-executive producer and get a shout out in my videos. Special thanks to Tom Brown for becoming my first Patreon. Samus has had a variety of moves throughout the Metroid series, and even her arsenal is various throughout the Metroid Prime trilogy. For example, in the first Metroid Prime, Samus had an Ice Beam. In Metroid Prime 3, she had ice missiles. I believe in the next Metroid Prime game, players should be allowed to customize how Samus gets her power up. Players should be allowed to customize how Samus gets her power up with benefits and detractions to how she does so. For example, they can give her an ice beam and make the missiles stronger in some fashion, or give her ice missiles and make the laser stronger or the missiles not as powerful, or something of that nature and fashion. Get rid of the linear format. Metroid Prime 4 needs to not be so linear this time around. Sure, the whole series has been built upon linearity, but it needs to break up its convention. This isn't always a bad thing, and at times in the past it was a great thing, but now it's 2018. 2017, at least when I started writing this script, it will be 2018 when this game is released at its earliest. A game like Metroid, which follows a lot of what Zelda does when it comes to game design, needs to take some notes from Breath of the Wild and allow the player to decide how the game unfolds and where they should go next. Allow Samus to pilot her ship. In pretty much every game, Samus cannot pilot her ship, and that's ridiculous. In Metroid Prime 3, she uses her spaceship to travel across different planets. You can even call it in for airstrikes or to transport certain objects, but you did not get to pilot it. The closest you ever got to piloting Samus' spaceship was in Nintendo Land in the Metroid Blast game, and it was freaking awesome. I enjoyed playing as the spaceship more than I did playing as a Samus clone. Number 7, fighting is Kraid. Honestly, this is a very minuscule demand, but in the 3D Metroid games, we never got a chance to battle against Kraid. They always gave us the opportunity to battle against Ridley in multiple Metroid games, both the side-scrollers and the first-person shooters, and even Metroid Other M. But the only time we battled against Kraid in 3D was in the Metroid Fusion Blast game on Nintendo Land. Give Samus some new tricks. I'm pretty sure this goes without saying. I mean, I don't know exactly what she's going to do. That's Nintendo's job. We got a counter in Metroid Samus Returns. We had grappling and finishing moves in Metroid Other M. The Prime series evolved Samus' moveset and movement slightly with each installment, so I'm waiting to be pleasantly surprised. Other playable characters. There are other bounty hunters in the galaxy besides Samus, and we have seen a good number of them throughout the years. And in Metroid Prime Hunters, you had the ability to play as other Metroid bounty hunters in the multiplayer mode. Spoiler, I will touch on multiplayer later on in this list, but we should have the option to play as other characters during the main story as well. Multiplayer. I would totally kill for a co-op Metroid game. Ever since we had Nintendo Land, you guys remember Metroid Blast, we could play as 4 different Samus Aran avatars, and one person could pilot Samus Aran's ship, allowing up to 5 people to play locally at one time. I would truly enjoy something like that in the next Metroid game. I like Metroid Blast so much that even though it's technically not its own game, I like it better than all the 2D Metroid games. I know a lot of people are going to get mad at me for saying that. The Metroid community is extremely nostalgic and they believe that for some reason, the more primitive the gameplay is, the better. And even though I haven't played this particular game, Nintendo has looking like they've been trying to move in this direction when they gave us Metroid Federation Force with co-op functionality. Online functionality. Even though Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey had some type of online functionality, or at the very least downloadable content, so yes, we should get downloadable content, online co-op, and or online multiplayer versus mode, and maybe even some type of online leaderboard system in Metroid Prime 4. Give us a mission or challenge mode. Pikmin 3 had a short but enjoyable campaign mode. Under no circumstances should Metroid 4 have a short campaign mode, but it should offer us a mission mode somewhere, like how they got them in Pikmin 3. There were even challenge modes in New Super Mario Bros. U. In the Zelda games, there are plenty of side quests to keep you busy for a long time. In fact, Metroid Fusion Blast and Nintendo Land gave us an extensive mission campaign. So, give it to us, Nintendo. We deserve it. 10. Releasing in 2018, Nintendo cannot afford to have any more slow years on its home consoles, period, at all. 2017 was a great year for Nintendo. There were more than 10 solid games for the Nintendo Switch console, 2 of which were the very best games to come out in video games that year. Nintendo Switch has also revealed that it's going to continue to release a number of enhanced stellar ports from its Nintendo Wii U to increase sales and provide amazing games and content for those that skip over the Nintendo Wii U saga, and semi-make up for its lack of backwards compatibility. But ports aren't going to win a console war. First-party exclusives can, however. So as long as Nintendo can continue to release strong first-party titles for the Nintendo Switch year after year, it will dominate with its already astronomical momentum of Nintendo Switch sales. Anyway guys, that wraps up this current list. The top 10 things we need for Metroid Prime 4. Please don't forget to like this video, share it amongst your friends, subscribe, and let me know what you think that the next Metroid game needs in the comments below. Don't forget to purchase King Kamara shirts of different designs on Teespring. And it's your boy, Brimeezus, the wisest and most powerful of all nerds. I will see you guys next time.
Yeah. You know that I'm Gucci where I go. People gonna do what I say so. Yeah, drowning in the sauce. All of this queso. All of this I'm fuego. Lately went up in these labels. Now I leaves again. They claiming they soldiers, so maybe pull out this Draco. You know that I'm Gucci where I go. Baby, same location. I'm getting impatient. Will you miss me if I go? People be snaking, they only come around with this money. I know that they Geico. Still in the wave, they looking so micro, controlling the scene like a maestro. I be like la 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 la. I'm Gucci where I go. It's Goonies where I go. No Goofies where I go. I be like la 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 la. I'm Gucci where I go. It's a movie where I go. I'm Gucci where I go. Yeah, I just seen the best of friends turning to rivals. If I call you my bro, just make the call.